Hello everyone, Christina La Crafty here to share with you my latest card making project. So I have been having so much fun making some cards this Thanksgiving season, and I made these for my friend Regina. I just finished a baby album for her, and I finished these Thanksgiving cards this past weekend. I started them and I finished them last night. I was so proud of myself because sometimes when I start projects, it's hard to finish them within 3 days with my schedule. But I really pushed myself this time and I really love the way that they came out. And so tonight is actually Halloween. I'm filming this while my husband's outside giving candy with all of his little Halloween arsenal creatures and his music playing. So if you hear some weird sounds in the background, that's what that is. And every now and again, the ring will set off and then the dog will start barking. So I apologize in advance. But anyway, this week I'm gonna get started on her Christmas cards and get all of that shipped out, and then I have some more Christmas and birthday cards to make for my other friend Jennifer. So I have a lot of crafting to do in my near future, and I am very happy. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started showing off these cards. I use some copper cardstock foiled cardstock from Michaels. So um, throughout the cards, you're gonna see this Recollections foil cardstock that I used. I also used some of these embellishments from Hobby Lobby. They're like these really thick die cuts, and they have some gold foiling. I used some of these. I used like two of these actually. And then I also used some sequins from Hobby Lobby. These are some leaves, and I think it was like 99 cents for the whole bag. I think it was a steal of a deal. I just picked these up because I thought they were so pretty, not knowing that I was actually going to use them and they were going to come out fantastic on these cards. Then, although I had taken out some paper pads to use, I totally thought I was going to do them. But then I was in the store and I saw this beautiful paper at Hobby Lobby. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get this for a project one day. And then I'm sitting there gathering paper and something told me to just grab this. And then next thing you know, that's what I ended up using. It was incredibly inspiring for me. I used a bunch of brown cardstock from my stash. And then the other embellishment that you're going to find throughout this video that I use for some of the showcasing are these. They're actually wall adhesive Thanksgiving decorations from Hobby Lobby. But I saw these and I thought that they were just awesome for scrapbooking. They have like foiling and then they have some glitter where like the leaf in the leaves. And so that's what I use. So that's a brand new package. I bought one last year, never used it. Then when Thanksgiving stuff came out this year, I was like, oh, I could really use another pack. So I did. So this time around, this is what I have left from all the cards that I made. This is what I have left. So I think I still have quite a bit left, considering that I used it for almost all the cards. So that's what I have left out of one package. And I think that was a steal of a deal because I know I got this at it's usually $3.99 and I got it at like 40 or 50% off because I never buy anything full price unless it's like under $2 or $3. I never buy anything full price. So anyway, now that you know everything that I used, I believe everything except for, yes, I did use some more stuff. Hold on one second. Um, I did use the Happy in this Christmas stamp. I used the Thanksgiving dies in this stamp and die set from what is this place called? Photo Play. Sorry, it's the end of the day. I didn't even look to see if I'm in frame, so I'm going to redo this again. So I used these dies. I also used this Happy die from this Sizzix package because this one didn't have a die that said Happy, so it just had these stamps, but I thought that was so little. I was like, no, I really want a Happy die. And then I used, for the inside of the cards, I used this Happy Thanksgiving and these two leaves for the inside of one of these cards. And this is also from Photo Play. And I actually picked this up this year at one of the expos, I think in Georgia. So yeah, I'm really happy that I used it the first year I bought it. That's like a miracle. Anyway, now to the cards. So this one was like a one and done. I didn't make multiples of this because this is one of my scraps, and I just laid it on, I was cutting out these backgrounds on the brown and I just laid it down. I was like, oh, I really like the placement of that. So I'm just going to make this scrap work for me. So I just added like a little bit of gold foiling down here just to kind of finish it up. And since this paper from Hobby Lobby does have like a white core, I did ink the edges of all of this leaf paper because I just like those little finishing touches. It's really a personal preference, but I just think, I don't like that white line showing here on the papers. I didn't do it for the leaves because it really wasn't that noticeable, and I did want a little bit of contrast there, but so that's what I did there. And then of course here are the little leaf sequins. Now they are a little bit dimensional. Like I think you can see they kind of still lift off the page a little bit, but I just couldn't get them to lay all the way flat, and I don't think I would try. I kind of like the fact that they stick out a little bit because they really give the card a little bit more dimension. And then this is one of those die cuts from Hobby Lobby. And then on the inside, there's that happy. I cut that out of foil paper, and then some of the scraps from the cardstock, and then the foil background. And then I use a little piece of that leaf paper inside all the cards. And then on these specific ones, I added this little piece of gold copper foiling at the bottom. So that was a one and done. And then this design actually came out a little bit of an accident because what happened was I was cutting out bases, so I had the brown and the gold, and it was laying there, and I was taking these out of the package, and then it just kind of like fell on there, and I was like, oh wow, I really like that leaf on that brown background. So I again made that accident work for me, and I just added some of these sequins and then just a little touch of foil down here. I just think it's very elegant. It's plain, but in person, you could just see that it's just a little bit more of an artistic piece. It just looks very, I don't know, I really loved the way that came out. And on all of these, the second batch of 8, the inside is the same on all of them. And then of course I did my handmade with lump stamp on the back. And then this one was actually the first design that I did. These were the first 4. I was inspired by this like faux shutter design. I was on Pinterest checking my emails, and I saw this design and I thought I would really love to make that this year. And then I knew that I had these and these leaves that I got, they're actually very dimensional. I don't know if you can tell, and they have black foam on the bottom. So they really are the star of the show. And I know my husband wanted me to put like something on the corners to kind of make it pop, and I told him no. I really wanted this leaf to be the star of the show and to just be the main focal point of the card. And so with this is like a 2.5 by 2.5 square, and then I matted it with the gold foiling, and then I cut pieces of paper to kind of like go around the edges like that, and then you just cut it off at the edges. Now, there are a ton of videos on YouTube on how to make this type of faux shutter card. The one that most recently stands out to me is Cards TV by Mary, I believe. I recently stumbled upon her channel, and I love her card sketches that she has. And she also does a tutorial on how to actually make this faux shutter design. So if it's something that you're interested in, look her up. Her YouTube channel, I believe, is Cards TV by Mary. And or just look up faux shutter card tutorial, and a ton of people will pop up with tutorial videos. But it's really simple in concept. It's just you have to cut all these little strips and glue them down just right. And so I didn't want to do this for all of the cards, but it's definitely a technique that I definitely want to try it out this year. So I really like the way that came out. And I think one of the Christmas cards that I'm going to make is also going to be this type of card sketch. So these are basically the same, except I think maybe the leaf on the front will kind of vary on here. And then the inside on all of these 4 with the faux shutter design are the same. It says Happy Thanksgiving, the 2 leaves, and a little piece of the leaf paper on the inside to decorate it. So these 4, the inside is the same on these because I did these all at the beginning. So then I made these. And so these are essentially all the same, except some of the leaves are like this one goes that way and this one goes this way. But essentially, you know, they're all the same design. And I'll pull it up close so you guys can see. And then I just put these little sequins leaves throughout. Use the same paper, you know, the same foil paper, the same pattern paper, and then on the inside, the sentiment and the little strip on the bottom. And so these were all the same. I can't say that I have a favorite design because I really liked all the designs that I made. This one I just made a lot of because I think it was just very easy to make. And I don't know, by the time I got done with that part, I was like, I have enough leaves to make this work. And I really love the way this came out. So it was really a lot of fun, really beautiful. These, you know, videos and pictures really don't do it justice. When you see it in person, it's like, ooh, ah, wow. The colors really, really come through. I know right now these lights are really bright for the sake of the video, but they really are just darling in person. And not just because I made them, I just really, really was very happy using these supplies. They just worked really well together. So anyway, I hope you guys are inspired to get crafty. I hope that you guys are having a good, happy, and safe Halloween. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I'm sure I'll be posting videos before then. But, you know, with this holiday season coming up, it's just really exciting and it's a really big crafty time in my life. And so anyway, until the next post, I remain Christina La Crafty, and don't forget to leave me some love in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know which items you want to run to the store and get for yourself if you don't already have them. And let me know what you're working on this holiday season. Um, until the next post, I remain Christina La Crafty. Bye for now.